Hi guys, so welcome to the first drive impression of the sensational Kia Ceros. Now this is the 1 liter 3-cylinder turbo petrol that I've already experienced in my i20 N line. We've already experienced on the Venue. So it's not a new powertrain, it's tried and tested GDI turbo petrol. So puts out around 120 PS of max power and 172 Newton meters of max torque. 7-speed DCT is this one. You also have it available in 6-speed manual, which is an absolute steal. So now let's drive it. I've already done a detailed walk around review. Please do watch it to understand every feature that this car comes packed or loaded with. This is just the drive impression because I don't want the videos to be too lengthy. So we have two separate videos, one for walk around, one for drive. So please do watch that by following the link in the description portion. But for now, let's quickly align ourselves and experience the driving pleasure the Ceros has on offer. Always wear your seat belts. Slot it into drive mode and once you get going, we are in the manual mode now. Okay, good to go. Okay, it shifts at around 5,800 RPM, 6,000 RPM. Wow. And it's rock solid. Thanks to the 17-inch wheels, it's incredibly stable. And as you see, once we are going easy on the gas pedal, the NVH levels are very well controlled. There's hardly any noise filtering through. It's extremely quiet, very refined. So these guys are like not letting me either pass them nor are they overtaking. So what happens here is, look at the blind view monitor. I can see that the car has given me way, and then I can perform the overtake, ensuring that there's no blind spot surprise. Again, while coming back into the lane, I'm ensuring that there's no one hidden in the blind spot, and then shift down further and step on the gas. Again, that grunt is available from the 3-cylinder turbo petrol. Seats are nice and cushiony. You do get ventilated seats. The paddle shifters work seamlessly. The steering has a good premium feel to it. There's a corner here. Let's go and see how it tackles the corner. Suspension is slightly stiff to ensure that it doesn't bottom out easily, but at the same time it's not too stiff either. So here we are taking the corner now. How is the body roll? Yes, it is apparent because it's a tall boy design, you can't help it. It is going to be apparent, but to the max extent, if it is a long sweeping corner, it won't be very much apparent. So they've done a good job with chassis orientation. They've done a good job with the damping settings. The suspension itself, you have all 4 disc brakes to give you adequate stopping power. And let's see how good is the turning radius for a subcompact SUV. Lock and turn. Okay, that was pretty easy. This is not such a wide road. Okay, let's quickly go past him. So that's the advantage of the 3-cylinder turbo petrol. It is not too kind of bad in terms of fuel efficiency. It's something that you can live with. I have lived with it for nearly 2 years. Oh God, it is an enthusiast delight. Not emptying your pockets. See, no helmet, ambling around. Okay, we are in second gear. Floor the pedal. We have good graphics for the sport mode. We have the red accents coming out. We are doing triple digit speeds. Oh boy, it is exceptionally stable. Exceptionally stable, good brakes, very comfy seating. So you got an idea how planted this thing feels because of the larger wheels, and also the cabin oozes luxury and premiumness and the upmarket feel. So that's the best part about this. Now let's quickly shift down and let's put it into drive mode. So we are in sports mode since the beginning. Let's change it into eco. Let's see how it responds. There's virtually no school that I can spot here. Maybe it's on that side, and it is warning us ahead of time, which is kind of good. Steering sensitivity is very well done because it's not too light, especially at high speeds. It gives you the confidence to hold on. Even in the eco mode, oh, it has enough juice on power, man. Wow. It doesn't feel like eco mode. So anyway, that's something we've experienced. Good overtaking power even in eco mode. This is the normal mode or the city mode. Shift down, oh, and step up, and then finally my personal favorite, the sport mode. That has to be special, isn't it? Slow down, slow down, slow down. And now, oh wow, 6,000 RPM. It's shifting at 6,000 RPM. That's amazing. So overall the seating comfort is great. The just chassis optimization is great. The steering calibration is well done. The steering feel has a premium feel to it, much better than that of the Sonet. Even the overall in-cabin feel is premium, very premium. You can say almost on par with the Seltos, or even in certain aspects better than that. So overall, I believe Kia have an absolute winner, because not only does it have stunning road presence with that EV9 kind of inspired design language, it has that Defender kind of stance, it has optimized space, it has loads of convenience features, first in segment features which never heard of in this segment, amazing safety features like 6 airbags, electronic stability control, vehicle stability management, traction control, hill climb assist and whatnot. Convenience features, second row ventilation seats, Harman Kardon audio, massive 30-inch Trinity screen. What else can you ask for? Everything has been loaded. This hardly anything they have given a miss. So, and loads of boot space, 465 liters. That's amazing. And then even 60-40 foldable seats to make way for more room. So all this makes this an absolute winner. The offset Kia logo also gives it a premium feel. The steering has a very soft touch feel to it. So I just hope they price it well. Again, the Mileage figures, as I told you, for this particular DCT automatic, 7-speed DCT automatic, it's around 17.6, and that's not exactly what you get because I own and this is heavier, bulkier car, so it might be somewhere 13, 14ish, and in real world conditions, maybe on the highway it'll touch 17 to 18, but the manual is icing on the cake. It's between 18 to 19, and then you have the diesel manual, which offers best in class 20.75 kmpl. That's phenomenal. So for such a lovely looking, I mean, new age, great road presence, all the modern features, all the safety features, and what it lacks is Bharat NCAP's safety rating of 5 stars. So I can see it coming, but it is built really well, man. Even I don't know what it'll score, but it feels sturdy, it feels promising, and it feels well built. So that's what you need at the end of it all. And yeah, the ADAS functions. You have lane keep assist, lane departure warning, adaptive cruise control. I mean, everything that you can think of. That's incredible, and that's what is needed to make an ultimate value statement. So overall, I feel this car is going to change the game, or change the way people look at this segment. I mean, such a huge, amazing panoramic sunroof. So what do you guys think? Have you driven it? Please do give it a thought. You can book a test drive at Landmark Kia, available here in Boyenpalli. I'll leave a contact number, and apart from that, everything seems bang on. Let me just quickly try and demonstrate the lane keep feature, whether it works flawlessly or whether it is just kind of there. So let's quickly go into home and settings, vehicle, driver assistance, driving safety, forward safety is on, lane safety is on. Okay, now all this is there, lane safety is on. Now let's see how it works. It is supposed to resist us from changing lanes. It is supposed to work at 60 kilometers per hour. Okay. So there it comes. The lane keep assist is warning us that you're changing lanes. Up front there is a turn. I just hope it catches that lane marking. See, now itself it is kind of preventing us from getting into that lane. See, it's kind of warning us that it's going to change lanes. So if I turn, if I give you an indicator, immediately the lane warning assist goes down. But then let's keep it in this lane, and let's see how the lane keep assist works. Okay, it is supposed to turn. Yeah, it is keeping us in the lane. There you go. Hope you saw that. So overall, I think it's a well built car, well thought out car, and it's here to stay, and it's going to really give sleepless nights to the competition because of the features they've managed to gotten into this in this segment. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until then, Dino saying ciao, take care, God bless, and please do subscribe to the channel, support the Solo Creators channel. We're close to getting to 1 million, and that's possible only with the word of mouth support. And I'll catch you guys next video. Until then, take care, God bless, and drive safe.